Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bauma 2025. We are starting off the day here inside of the massive Liebherr booth. It is the largest booth here, and it is jam-packed full of machines. The first thing we want to talk about is this all-new L566 X-Power right behind me. This is a very interesting machine because it's actually the first hydrogen-powered machine. So we saw the hydrogen engine at Mine Expo last year, and this is the very first implementation of it. It's got the all-new Liebherr L6X engine, and it's currently in its prototype phase, and it is only being used for testing at their proving grounds here in Germany. But it's still very interesting to see that they brought it here to Bauma for everybody to see. All right, we've come over here to the two demolition machines, the 945 and the 998. I'm here with Philip from Liebherr France, and he's going to talk with us about these two machines.
Yes, exactly. Good morning, everybody. Welcome on the Liebherr booth at La Bauma. We present today two models from our demolition range. The first one is a 945. It's a 50-ton machine, special developed for demolition application. The basis is a standard machine, but we put some special feature for the demolition application, like the variable cab inclination. We have a special undercarriage, variable undercarriage to have a good transport possibility from side to side, with a very narrow gauge for the transport and a very wide gauge for the work position. So with this application, we have quite 40-meter high work possibility, and we can work with our tools about 3 tons at stick end. So
okay. And what kind of hydraulic capacity do you have out of this machine?
Alors, this machine is working with a Liebherr engine. We have 220 kilowatts, and it's absolutely no problem with 3.5 tons work tools like crusher or shear for demolition application.
Mm-hmm. Now you mentioned the variable gauge undercarriage. What's the narrowest it goes for transport, and what's the work position?
Okay, for the transport you are about 3 meters wide. It is very important in Europe to respect this wide, and the working position is about quite 4 meters. So you have 1 meter's gauge variation for this machine.
And it's hydraulic expanding?
You have 2 cylinders inside the undercarriage. Everything is inside the construction. You see nothing. Mm-hmm. Everything is protected inside the weld construction, so it's perfect for the demolition application.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Most of the variable gauge undercarriages I've seen, you have cylinders exposed outside of the X-frame, whereas you've actually put them inside.
Yeah, exactly. So we try to have a reliable solution. No hoses on the lower side of the machine, because we know in the demolition work side you have a lot of risk. So we protect everything in the undercarriage. So.
And then this machine for transport, does the boom come off, or does it fold small enough to be?
Alors, for this size, the variable boom and stick stay on the machine for the transport. Mm-hmm. It's okay with this configuration, about 50 tons. We don't need to put out the attachments. So it stay on the machine for this size of machine. So.
And all oil quick on the boom?
Sorry?
All oil quick hydraulic connections?
Alors, we have all the connections for the hydraulic tools, and we have a special additional tools, hydraulic lines. You can add a special stick, a second stick, to 3 meters to have one floor more for the demolition job site. So
now a little bit about the larger machine here.
So the second one is a 998. It is a 100 tons demolition machine. Alors, this machine is with a quite small attachment, 50-meter reach, but the idea is to have a very massive undercarriage, stable machine to have a big shear at the stick end.
Yeah, that's a very large shear that's on this now. What is the weight on that shear?
Yeah, we have Actually, I share about 11 tons
Okay.
at stick end with quick coupler. The quick coupler is about 1.5 tons also. So we have at stick end 12.5 tons at the stick end. So
At what height?
15 meters high.
Wow, that's very impressive. Granted, it's a 100-ton machine, but that's still a lot of weight to have that far out.
Yeah, it's very. We develop all the machine depending of the tools. So the customer say, I have these tools. What will the size of the machine, the right size? So the height we have some special features for the demolition application, like water dust limitation system on the machine, cap pressurization for the driver to have a safe working area, and some special protection on the oil cylinder to protect from the material. So if you have some projection on the machine. So.
And what about transport with this machine? It doesn't appear to have the variable gauge, or does it?
Alors, we have a variable gauge, but it's not a hydraulic variable gauge.
So it's mechanical.
It's mechanical, so with screw. So depending of the job site, sometimes you have to put in the narrow position. Sometimes you can transport the machine complete on the wide gauge. So depending of the job site. So.
Very interesting.
Voilà.
Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with us. I
No
appreciate
problem.
it. And these are two very incredible machines.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Well, we're here in the Mechalec booth. I'm here with Benoit from France. I'll let you introduce yourself and talk a little bit about this special machine.
Yes, so it's a pleasure for me to present today the Revo 990. I'm Benoit Fénéon. I'm product marketing manager at Mechalec. The Revo 990, as you can see, is a revolutionary backhoe loader. And this backhoe loader was designed to address several problematics that we have identified on those machines.
So a lot of things make this machine special and definitely eye-catching. Do you want to talk about what you guys were trying to accomplish when you created this?
Yes. So the first topic we wanted to address is the ergonomy. Indeed, in traditional backhoe loaders, normally when you want to switch from the backhoe to the loader position or the contrary, you have to do up to 15 steps. You have to lift your steering wheel, you have to turn your seat, and you have to do many things. And it takes time and it's painful to do all those steps. So what we have done is to design a completely new backhoe loaders with a rotative cab. So now it's not only the seat that will turn inside the cab, but the complete cab itself will turn.
Sure. So this cab, is this completely redesigned for this model, or is this something that you guys also utilize on another platform here?
This cab was already designed for the Revo truck, which is revolutionary as well, side jumpers that we have designed and launched at the last Bauma, and that now is on many job sites.
Sure. And as we've seen, a lot of the theme here is that when you're doing work, running a business, saving the time, it adds up over the course of a project or multiple years of running the machine, and being able to just switch quickly, it's a huge benefit.
Yeah.
So we're up here in the cab now. Do you want to talk about, or more about, what makes this machine so special here?
Yeah. So in terms of visibility, we've improved as well the visibility in the front. So the bonnet, the cover in the front is redesigned to really see the front and the loader bracket. And in terms of rotation of the cab, we allow the cab to go 5 degrees on the right side here, just to see the corner on the right side of the loader bracket, and not have to move like that to see the corner of the bucket.
So we're here on the side of the machine again. Do you want to talk about the undercarriage, the steering here, which is clearly a lot more unique than most backhoes that are out there right now?
Yeah, it's not only about the rotation of the cab. This machine was designed as well on the new undercarriage with 4-wheel steering, so you can be in 2-wheel steering in the front when you're on the road, and then on the work site you can be in 4-wheel steering and have a really record turning radius. We turn in 7.3 meters.
Wow.
And you can even use the crab mode to move on the side and to...
Sure.
Yeah, so it's it's many benefits as well you get from the undercarriage together with the rotation of the cab, of course.
And looking underneath here, it seems like the axles are very high up, so you also have a lot of ground clearance from there.
Yeah,
you don't have hoses hanging down and all those things on a site where it can get damaged.
The ground clearance is really good because we have 4 equal wheels, so
Sure.
you have a very good mobility, and with the oscillation of the front axle, you can go everywhere, even in road terrain, and drive really smoothly.
Yeah. So let's head around back here and we'll talk about the side shift.
Yeah.
So we're at the back of the machine now. Do you want to talk about the side shift, the lock, the special things in the back of this machine?
Yeah, of course. So in the back of the machine, first we have a powered side shift, so you don't need to use your boom to move the boom on the side. It's with a cylinder that is integrated totally in the back of the machine. And then a very important thing as well is the transport lock system. It's a double system. You have first a lock here for the boom, and then another lock here for the orientation of the boom. So while you are transporting the machine on the truck, or we are driving the machine on the road, you are really safe. You keep really safe.
And that lock being one piece also, you can be sure that when one is locked, the other is. So you don't have to worry about, did I lock one, did I not lock the other, anything like that can happen while you're trying to move a machine off a site. And is this a telescopic boom here? So that's also a big plus for a lot of people.
Yeah. You can use the extend now when you want to have a long reach and really get area far from the machine when you are working on a job site. Yes.
Sure. We're back outside the machine. Thank you for taking the time to walk us around and show us all the incredible work you guys have done on this project.
It was a pleasure for me to introduce the Revo 990, and hope to see you soon to show you more innovation like alike.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right, I'm here with Andrea from CMEX.
Hi. Thank you for coming, David, and thank you for your visit and paying your attention to our new ART 1000 system.
Absolutely. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the new
sure.
system here?
So, David, this is a revolutionary new system of repatching asphalt based on a compact line of and a process that we have developed during the last 3 years.
Yep.
And is based on the concept of an attachment that is called ART 1000. That is a new system of repatching or resurfacing, crocodile skin, cracks, holes, and all is the small maintenance, medium maintenance over municipalities or roads, based on a compact concept of attachment, skid steer, integrated electronic Cymex asphalt repair GPS computer control, and roller in the back. So basically the system is based on the ART 1000. The ART 1000 is composed by 2 different separate chambers where a procedure that implies 2 steps. So in the first step, the unit together with the skid steers is milling and adding a special chemical rejuvenant system chemical that is adding to the milled machine, to the milled asphalt, sorry, with the concept of renewing the RAP, so recycling asphalt product. Mm-hmm. It's a green technology, so you reuse the asphalt that is on site. You don't have to call for new asphalt or to add big lines of repaving asphalt. And basically, the ART 1000 is managed by a computer, a GPS controlled, so you can control remotely from the office or from an app directly on site, looking exactly, programming it and you are able to control the quantity, the square feet, the depth, so all the process of the work to repatch the asphalt. The system consists in two passages. So there is the first passage, the first line that is milling, adding and spraying this chemical additive, and a backside mixing chamber where you mix the asphalt, the RAP renewed. After you have a second step, just making or mixing by using the front drum of the RT1000. So once you use you do the second step, you obtain a recompactable asphalt ready to be compacted by a roller, normally bigger, a little bigger size than the 40 inches that is the RT1000 40 inch. And once it's compacted, you're ready to go. Open traffic, compact system. You don't need to have a big, huge transportation of material and machines. And it's a new line of market that we are introducing for the municipalities and for who is in need of a special machine that is able to repair patches in its yard. Let's say. Okay.
This is very interesting because all other systems that we've seen like this have been so much larger. They've been required multiple machines, multiple people working on them.
Correct.
And this just brings it to a single machine and a roller.
Yeah, you put the RT1000, one skid steer, one roller, and some tanks of additive and sealant, and on a trailer with a pickup, and you're ready to go.
Hey, think about how fast and easily you can mobilize and demobilize this system.
Yeah, the extremely important point, David, is that it is not a paving unit, but it is a patching unit.
Yeah.
So, and that is important because when the municipality or the end user has not the budget to repave the entire, but is in need of main maintenance, ART1000 technology can help you in this target by optimizing the costs of the operation.
Now, what kind of controls are on this? Is this completely done through the skid steer control, or do you have your own controls?
No. We have a core. The core of the system is this computer that is GPS controlled, and it has been developed in collaboration with Tocon.
Okay.
Basically, the operator is able to input all the data on inside this control. Is GPS controlled, so you can have the control of the operations or on site or from remote. And basically, here is giving you not only you input not only the data of the work, so the depth, the percentage of the chemical, and the length of the patch, but is giving to the driver all indications about eventual mistakes. So if the driver is operating in the proper way. So in case the operator is overdriving or is not following up the procedures that we provide together with the training and together with our Cymex asphalt manual, the unit is alarming, so is advising the operator that he is not driving or is not operating in the right way. Moreover, there are light indications and control indications that from the cab the driver is able to follow up. So basically, if he's proceeding with the right speed, with the right depth, with the indications connected to the computer system, the unit is flashing you that there is something that is not following up effectively what it's doing.
Yes.
Again, at the end of the work, as you will see on the video that you can is available in our now from the website, because we introduced it here at Bauma 2025. Let's say you compact, you roll the patch, and it's immediately ready for the traffic.
Oh, wow.
And that is a good advantage. Another point of cost point is that if you have to repave a road, you have to close the road, permissions, transport. Here you just, with a small skid, with a skid steer, you just stay in a compact area, in a compact zone, and you are able to not to stop the traffic and to patch. There are systems of sealing the cracks.
Yeah.
But this is something that repave the patches and gives the smooth.
It's new asphalt.
It's new asphalt. Yeah. It's new asphalt that provided directly on site. The last point, David, is that Cymex is extremely focused on green. So the point that you are reusing the RAP and that you are not adding any new asphalt product, and that on site, directly on site, that it is it's very important for us, and that's why for the system allows you to be extremely is extremely interesting for this kind of situation.
When will this be available to?
It's already available. We have in our warehouse in Texas, in Corpus Christi. Cymex North America has a stock yard over there with parts, with service managers, mechanics. We are now in the phase of introduction, and there is a dedicated team for the training of the use of the unit, and that it's a program that will be in progress in the next, let's say, 3 to 6 months.
Oh. Well, thank you for your time, Andrea.
Thank you for your time. Thank you, David. Thank you.
All right, we're back outside here at the MBI booth, and I'm here with Jacopo, who's going to talk with me about these two massive primary demolition tools.
Yes, so welcome to the MBI booth. So we should start from the big star, the biggest that we have on the booth. This is the multi-system, the MS 140. It's one of the biggest multi-systems in the world. It weighs 15 tons and can fit machines from 120 to 160 ton.
Wow.
So it's a multi-system, meaning that you have the big main pin that you can remove, and you can actually change the jaws. So in this case, these are concrete jaws, but you can install also shear jaws for steel. So yeah, that's the big boy. Everybody loves it.
What's approximately how long does it take to change the jaw sets on it?
It's a big tool, so it's probably gonna take around 1 hour.
Okay, that's still impressive, even for a tool of this size.
No, we wanted to keep it simple, so there's no hydraulic in the changing system, because of course you have much less risk of failures, and you don't want to do that. So also you don't change it all day, So these kind of jobs, they last for a long time, so you're not changing all the time.
Now, what about the CR100 back here?
This big boy weighs 11 ton. This is the CR100, it's the biggest crusher that we make. So this is dedicated for concrete. So instead of one main pin, you have 2 pins. So the force is better distributed. And it's a big machine. In this case, we mounted the OQ120, the all quick. So changing the attachment in this case is going to be very quick.
Yeah, I've never seen an oil quick that large. That is phenomenal, seeing a 120 millimeter pin.
It's actually an integrated oil quick, so the rotation group is inside the oil quick.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so you can.
So that's optioned at the time of sale. That's not just put on there.
That exactly. So we work very close with oil quick. So the rotations group is all inside that unit, so you can shorten a little bit the attachment.
That must,
better
especially
balance.
on a tool this size, that must make a huge difference.
Oh yes, sir. Yes.
But these CR line tools, we featured the CR26 from Mike Beeler Equipment a few times, so
Yes.
it's very interesting to see another larger version of that up close.
I would love to see that in USA. That would be very cool.
Well, maybe we can make that happen.
Of course.
All right, now we're over here with all the shears. Why don't you talk about a little bit of the improvements that were made between Eagle Shear 2 and
The Eagle
3,
2.
even though that was last Bauma, but
Yes.
still, we could talk about it now.
Sure. So basically, we worked a lot on the geometry. So the shear is actually shorter, which means that the body center is closer to the excavator.
Yep.
So the operator has a more stable shear. What's very important that we did is we worked a lot on improving the materials.
Okay.
So the mobile jaw, for example, is there are very few weldings.
Yep.
So it's made out of 160 millimeters Hardox plate.
What grade Hardox?
I think it's 450, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Hardox 450, yep.
So that's very important because you avoid a lot of weldings. So the risk of cracks are decreased a lot.
Yep.
For the mobile jaw and also the fixed jaw, then the tips are a little bit different, the tip blades, because they cover all the beak, while it was different in Eagle 2, so that should allow you to give you less maintenance. The cylinder is larger, there are no weird technologies inside the cylinder. It's just a larger cylinder, so it gives you more power. The seals of the cylinders, the quality of the seals are improved, so we recommend to use it up to 3,000 hours.
Okay, wow, that's long life.
Yeah. The guide that we had, the guide in the Eagle 2 was exposed, so it limited the visibility of the operator a little bit.
Yep.
This time we integrated it, so the visibility is much better now.
And now also you just come out with your new largest shear. Talk about that a little bit.
Yes, sir. Well, it's a 22-ton shear. Right now we couldn't display it at Bauma because it needed to work.
That's what happens when you build tools. They need to work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Which is great. So yes, 22-ton shear. It's working now in a power plant. It's mounted on a CAT 6015.
Wow.
That's a mining machine.
That is huge.
So far it's working fine, and it's just a great power.
Yeah. So it's fitting that we just talked about your largest tool. Let's talk about one of your smallest tools now.
Yes, this is the smallest tool that we make. It's the MCP 300. It's 118 kilos, fits machines around 3 ton. So it's just for pulverizing concrete on the ground. It has no rotation, fixed teeth, and that's the smallest that we make in the range.
Very simple, but I'm sure versatile tool because everybody has a 3-ton excavator. So now you have a product that I haven't seen one small like this before.
Yes.
So that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
But, thank you for the time, Jacopo. It's been a pleasure walking around with you.
It's a pleasure with you.
Well, that will wrap up our walkthrough of Bauma 2025. It's been an incredible show, and we hope to see you again in 2028.